Hey guys, it's your girl Joanne here. Today we're doing some Kawaii Craft. Anyways, how's your guys' day? My day's been good so far. I'm finally going to play this because I want to play Minecraft, and this was, the closest thing I could have to, it. Even if it is kind of like a knockoff version of it. The only reason why I'm playing it is because, they added they have furniture. They got furniture. That's pretty much kind of the only reason I play it. Not to dish Minecraft, but you could add new biomes and whatnot, but add furniture, and you'll see a lot of people will pick it up. You will see a lot of people picking it up. Okay, so this is the flat world I am in. It's most likely a snow biome. Um, I think like the last few ones I had, one was a desert, one was just straight grass, and you know, nothing as far as I can see. So free this is my free way of saying I got a lot of things I'd like to do for Kawaii Craft here. Um, and I don't know how often I will be doing most of building on camera since it is kind of hard to do. I gotta figure out what blocks I want to use. I probably should have did that like before I started this, but oh well. We'll be fine. We will go through whatever I want today, so let's see, what do I want for here? Excuse me. Sorry if you hear me yawn, that's to be expected. I spent like half of a million years waiting on a phone for a call that I needed to make. So it kind of interrupted, I guess, me sleeping through most of the day. So you're going to hear me yawn and whatnot. What block do I want to use? Now I've watched a lot of streams, whether that be like Gotcha Club, Minecraft. I watch it. I will watch it. I will legit sit there and watch it. Now there's some times where I just let it casually play while I go and do whatever it is I do. You be like, you don't know what you do? Well, yes and no, because I'm kind of like I'm like multitasking. I'm doing one thing, but then I have like another thing playing. So that's kind of like what I do. What do I want to do? What do I want to build today? Do I want to go offhand and just start making everything like different things? Do I want to make my area like a biome because it's just probably straight sand and, well, it's probably just straight snow, and underneath is most likely sand if I'm not mistaken, because there was a last one that was like it. So, and I put in a seed for this this flat world in particular. So yeah, we're gonna see. Yep, I knew it. So anytime you get like a seed or you put one in, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get sand underneath snow. And we're going to do this. We're going to change out a little bit of a strip, so I have plans for it. Now they may be uneven. They're going to be uneven. They're not going to be like, oh, she's making it accurate. No, even if like my world is called Earth, it's going to be like, it's going to have all like the land mass, the gravity, the whatever else I can't think of. Uh, oops. I miss being able to just like, yep. I remember like being in high school, my most favorite subject was like, was it science or history? I think it was science. I'm pretty sure it was science. I'm pretty sure it was science, and I'm not sure why. It was just a very fun class to do. It was that and math, but I never really liked the advanced math that they gave us because I could never figure it out. I was just sitting there struggling in class and was like, yeah, I'm gonna like not figure this out. And my math teacher was like pretty chill. And she was like my favorite teacher. I did have a least favorite teacher. Um, before no, after my math teacher became my science and history teacher, the new teacher that came in became our new math teacher, and I didn't like her very much. Now I know this doesn't apply to every school, but like the school I was in, it did. Um, if we got like a certain amount of things, or if we got like all 100s on our little papers or test, we would our math teacher had like a box filled with like prizes and candy and whatnot, and we would pick from that. And I that's the only thing I actually liked. That was one of the things I liked. And you're like, how old were you when this all happened? Oh, I was I was I was 13 in my freshman year. 13 or 14 in my freshman and sophomore year when the new math teacher came in. And I only had like a few times with my previous math teacher that's now my science and history teacher. But yeah, I had them too. And the funny thing about my my science slash history teacher, we would always like talk. And at some point she had given me like a little DS game and we played it and I still have it. And that was nice. I was like, ooh, I get to play this game now. So I got like a lot of stuff from just like both them teachers alone, like without even trying to. And before you say it, I technically wasn't a teacher's pet, and I didn't really cause too much trouble, so I guess there was a reason for all the things I got from both of them. But yeah, I kind of didn't. And the rest of my teachers were. Oh yeah, we had another one. She was, I think it was home ed. But basically, what we would do, we would like learn how to cook. Then we would go like do writing about lessons, about things. I don't know. It was like football games, um, something in the world. Who knows? But it was something like that. Yeah, you get an actual reputation of what kind of the thing the class was, but it was like that. And we would always cook something, and I would be the main one to cook something. So that should give you a hint of like what is my most favorite thing, which is cooking, and the second being video games. But that's kind of getting beaten. It's kind of getting beaten out by the video games. Not by much, but enough for my mother to be angry with me. um, Enough for my mother to be like, you need to do something else besides be on your phone. And I'd be looking at her like, I do be having other things. I guess I don't have like, I don't know, the motivation. That, that and the thing about me is, once I start doing something, like right away, 9 times out of 10, if you ask me to do something else, I would look at you and I wouldn't say anything, but I would give you that look of like, no, that ain't gonna happen. I know it might sound mean, but that's kind of what you get with me. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't really do as much as I should, so I like giving myself less to do. The less I have to do, the better. That's easier on me. If it's something out of my out of my comfort zone, something I have no idea how to do, or I've never been taught the proper thing to do with, will probably never be figured out. I would never figure it out. It would be one of those things to where I would have to have help with, which is something my mother kind of does, even though she doesn't want to. I guess she kind of wants me to be more independent, but considering the way I am, I'm kind of not. So I do have that want of, having my own place, doing this, doing that. But at this point, I kind of am irritated with just the way my mother goes about things and the way I think she should go about things, and it just never happens. And I end up getting frustrated and upset, and then I just don't end up saying what I should or what I need to or what I feel like I need to. And when I do, I just shut it down almost within a few seconds because there's no point in telling anybody in my house anything because they don't want to listen. So I kind of have that problem of where I'm an adult and nobody wants to listen to me. So I guess I just might as well be my 16-year-old self since nobody wants to pay me any attention, or at least listen to me for that matter, which is kind of what I've been doing. I've kind of just been like stuck in my 16-year-old self mindset, that along with the other two that I have, that surprisingly only come when I don't really realize that they're there. I mean, I don't know. They're there, and it's kind of weird. It's a weird thing. But they're there, and I'm like, yeah, you exist for some reason, and I don't know why, but you exist. I think I've, like, always had that issue of when I was, like, a child. My mother, I guess, wanted more from me, which was odd because, one, I was a child, and two, I didn't understand exactly what she wanted of me. So, in that turn of events, I became pretty, pretty quiet, pretty observed, not dealing with too many people at once or at all. I mainly just stuck around my brother a lot when I was younger, and now it's just like we're two separate people, and I don't do as much with them now, so kind of sad. I miss those days where we can just like hang out and not have like a full argument or him yelling at me because that's getting to the point of where it's hurting me and I don't like it. I really don't like it, which is mainly why I stay in my room for the most part of the time I'm at home. I only go out to the living room or to the kitchen just to eat or just sit there and think about stuff and do who knows what. Mainly, I'm pretty. If you're not seeing me like mostly on my phone, I'm either eating or I'm just sitting and playing games or I'm just trying to move around, do things, find something to do, write, um, and just read and just get my words and my speech up to par. Get some of them words in my vocabulary and then probably immediately forget them or just be like, what is this? But yeah, that's kind of my life here. It's just absolutely something I have to bear for the next who knows how long I have. But I just exist. I'm just existing in every way I'm questioning this existence of mine. Um, Not only am I questioning it, but I'm also questioning pretty much most of my family members that are in this house. And not if my family members, but how they're going about the rules that they set for the house, the chores, all that other stuff. And then they put me in the front of it and are like, you got to set an example for your nieces and nephews. You got to set that example for them because you have nieces and nephews. And I'm like, this may sound mean, and it is. I didn't ask for nieces and nephews. You, mother, asked for grandkids, and lo and behold, you got them because my little sister is crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, one person in my family you don't want to mess with is my sister, and well, at least my little sister and my big sister. But they both, you know, I guess protect me in a way that I'm like, yeah, that's them. And they're both absolutely, I guess, crazy enough to start something if somebody does mess with me. So, as you could see, there I have two in betweens. I'm like that person that's the middleman, the one that doesn't want to start fights or conflicts. And then I'm to the point of where I'm in the conflict, but don't really fight it per se. Now, there are times where I have to like talk back, but that's not like really fighting my case if I don't like see the purpose of me saying anything, knowing nothing's going to change, and it just being a repeat of the same old thing. What does this look like to me? This looks is that big enough? I'm just gonna remove all the all the all of the whatchamacallit here. I should leave patches for like this, but I'm gonna like use the blocks. I think they got snow blocks in here. I don't know. I gotta see. I know they got dirt snow blocks, but not like full on snow blocks. need sand. Sand. There you go. They're gonna be like, you've been placing and and breaking and breaking snow and sand for like 15 minutes. I'm like, yes, yes, I have. I'm going to build something here eventually. I just gotta figure out what to build. And I don't know if you've seen my my Minecraft let's build creative world, but if it's anything to that, you can expect like my level of building skill. So it's kind of going to be, it's either going to be like houses, probably like the little pathways. I'm probably going to extend those to make pathways because, like I said, in my AUs, at least all of my AUs that I'm doing, there will be little to any road involvement. The only thing that would count as a thing would be bridges, boats, and planes. Those would be the only things that would have to get used because people got to go around in the world and you know have places to go other than using a bridge or going over a bridge. But for what they would have is like the cars. Well, there could be like a little small two-way lane road for cars. They can go like one way or the other. Because you could have a two-lane road going multiple ways. It can turn left, you can turn right, or you can go straight. It can be much smaller or bigger depending on how I do it. I might make it bigger. I might make this like sidewalk two ways because it'll be for like bicycles, scooters, people who rollerblade, uh, even people who just walk. You know, it'll be like that. And then you got your roads for your traffic, which would only be car related. Like you'd see like the trucks for like different things, and yeah, you'd see the trucks for different things. You'd see a lot of things for different. Mr. Goat, it's snowing now. Ugh, that's the only thing I'll never understand. It's snowing. I never know. I don't think the only thing you can't do is like turn off like the mobs and the weather and make it just like set the time day thing to just straight day. You can't do that here, unfortunately, which was why I said this was a knockoff to Minecraft, but with like furniture and weird looking cute item blocks. It's got less blocks for like tree variants and for ground types. Minecraft has like a bunch. And I kind of want to play Minecraft now, but sadly I can't. Because my Switch and my controller are in storage. I forgot to get them when my mother came in here and decided that she wanted to get rid of the basket that had them in it. And I was like, they're in a basket, and in that basket is my clothes and stuff. And she was like, it needs to go. And I'm like, you couldn't let me get my Switch out of there first. and foremost. And before I even could, she just up and put it in storage. And I was like asking for it, and she was like, "Do you want to go out and get it?" I'm like, "No, I can wait till we move." And besides, the less I have to move, the better, because she said we weren't going to keep a lot of things. And if we do, it's got to get sprayed, wiped, and disinfected because of, just how everything works. Excuse me. Mm, um, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I did a good job. Now, when we come back, this will have something on it. But for now, it'll just look empty. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.